Hello Earthlings and to all Pokemon fans, as of today, the Teal Mask DLC is now out and you'll be able to play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet into your PC. So if you don't know how to do this but want to try out this game, then this is the perfect video to show for you to watch because I'm going to teach you everything you need to get started. So what you need is that you'll need to have all these files here that I have highlighted in my desktop, and also you'll need to install an application called Ryujinx. Ryujinx is a Nintendo Switch emulator that can run any Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you have installed all these files into your Ryujinx emulator. And I'm going to show you that I have Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, both version here. And they are in version 1.3.0, which is the DLC update version, DLC part 1, the Teal Mask update. And I'm going to open the folder file here, and I'm going to teach you where to get all these files. And you'll have both version here. So I'm going to open the Pokemon Scarlet folder, and you will get the base game, the 1.3.0 update, and the DLC new uniform set. And I'm going to go to Pokemon Violet. It will contain the same, but in Violet version. So I'm just going to close in this now. And I'm going to teach you first where to get Ryujinx emulator. To do this, just open a browser and just type in Ryujinx emulator and hit search. Then go to ryujinx.org and then go to the download section. So if you have Mac and you want to play this game to your Mac, be sure that you're using a Mac OS 11 or later version in order for you to install Ryujinx. And if you're from Linux, you can get the installer here by clicking download. And if you're from Windows, you can get the installer here. So I am in Windows and I have already installed Ryujinx emulator into my PC. So I'm just going to skip on this part, since I have already installed it into my PC. The download installation process is really easy to do and it's really straightforward in that anyone can do this, okay? So I'm just gonna skip on this. But also, the download, you should only download it from ryujinx.org. This is their official site and the most safest way to download this game. I mean, this emulator. So I'm just gonna minimize this now, and I'm gonna assume that you have already installed the latest build of Ryujinx emulator. So if this is your first installation, boot it up, run it now, and then you'll be met with certain error saying that you will need some certain files to be installed into your Ryujinx emulator before you can play in a Switch game. So what are those files? Those files are the files that I have here. These are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. Both should be in version 16.0.3 in order for it to run and play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. And the games should be in NSP or XCI file format so that Ryujinx will be able to detect and play those games. So if you're asking me where to get all these files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console and you have modded that Switch and have installed a custom firmware on it, because if it has a custom firmware, that means that you can now access your Nintendo Switch system files. Once you have access on those system files, all you have to do is just copy and transfer all of the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware file from your Switch to your PC. And in order for you to get the game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game legally, have a physical copy of that game or a digital copy of that game, which you purchase from the eShop, and then you can now digitally back up that game into an XCI or an NSP file format, just like mine here. So if you have a Switch but don't know how to mod or install a custom firmware, or you don't have a Switch but still wants to try out to play this game but don't know where to get all of these files, so I'm just going to save you the hassle and teach you where to get all of these files here. So in order for you to get all of these files, I'm just going to leave a QR code here in the screen wherein you can scan it with your QR code reader into your mobile phone so that you'll be redirected to the page wherein you can get all of these files. So once you're in approoms.com, all you have to do is just hover down in the middle part of the website so that you'll get the NSP or XCI file format of the game. And once you have a copy of those games, hover down right below so that you'll get the keys and the firmware file of the Switch. So be sure to check out the entirety of the website so that you'll get all of these files. So I'm just going to assume that you have already downloaded all of these files into your PC, so it's time to install them into your Ryujinx emulator. To do this, just go to Ryujinx, go to File, open Ryujinx folder, locate System folder, and then open the keys zip file here. All you have to do is to drag and drop and copy and paste these files into this folder. This folder should be empty because it's your first installation, and I'm just going to close that now. Then it's time to install the firmware file of the Switch. To do that, just go to Tools, go to Install Firmware, install a firmware from XCI or zip file, locate on that firmware file, hit open, and then it will say that we'll have to install this firmware version. Hit yes, and we'll say successful install. You'll know that it's successful because it will now show you all of your Switch games and their game icons. So if you see a Switch game that does not contain an icon that is blank or black, that means that you're using an outdated firmware, an outdated key. So be sure to only follow the QR code that we have put in the screen so that you'll only get the files needed in order for you to play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So these are updated and latest versions. So the next step now is to install these updates into your Ryujinx emulator. So in order for you to update Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet to the latest version, all you have to do is just select that game, such as Pokemon Scarlet here, right click on it, go to Manage Title Updates, and here just select the update version. Mine is 1.3.0, but for you, since this is your first installation, you have to locate that game. So all you have to do is just click on the Add button here, and then locate the game file from there. So once you have located it, hit Save. So the next step is to install the DLC. Go to right click on it and manage DLC file. Locate the DLC file. Since your first installation is this one, you have to add it here and then locate the NSP file for that DLC. Once done, hit Add and then Save. And that's how you basically update Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet into version 1.3.0, which is the Teal Mask update. So the next step now is to optimize your Ryujinx emulator so that you'll be able to play this game with no issues, with no glitches, bugs, and crashes. So to do that, just go to Options, go to Settings, and in this part, just be sure to pause the video and copy every setting that you see from here. So this is the setting for the General tab. So in the game directories, this is where you put all of your Switch games. It could be anywhere into your PC, but as long as you know where it is. And also the game file should be in XCI or NSP file format so that Ryujinx will be able to take those games. Now go to Input, go to Player 1 and hit Configure. My Nintendo Switch Pro Controller has been detected, so I have mapped them up the same as my Pro Controller. So if you have a PlayStation or Xbox, you can connect them here and then map them up here according to your liking. But dead zone for both left and right sticks should be set in 0.20% so that there'll be no drifting into your playthroughs in controlling and playing Switch games. Once done, hit Save. Now go to System, just pause the video, and copy everything. Now I'm going to go to the Graphics tab. So this is the most important part of the settings, so be sure to copy everything. So graphics backend multi-threading should be on. Graphics backend API should be in Vulkan. Your preferred GPU is your dedicated graphics card. And in the Enhancements tab, you should enable shader cache and enable macro HLE. The resolution scale should be 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper, much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. But if your PC can't handle that, then just revert back to native resolution, which is the native resolution of the Switch. But for me, 2x resolution is the best. Post-processing effect should be none. Upscale should be in bilinear. Anisotropic filtering should be auto. And aspect ratio should be in 16:9. Once done, hit Apply and Save. Now, your Ryujinx emulator is now fully optimized to run and play any Nintendo Switch games into your PC, such as Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the Teal Mask DLC. So, a little bit of disclaimer, I will not be able to show you guys a gameplay of this game running to my PC because Nintendo does not play well with this kind of content. And if I show you a gameplay that Pokemon Scarlet, the Teal Mask DLC update runs perfectly into my PC with Ryujinx emulator, then my channel will get in trouble, my videos will be taken down, and my channel will be taken down. And I hope you guys do understand on that part, because that would be a major hassle on my side. But I am willing to show you proof that this virtual is working, so that's why I'm willing to compromise a little bit. And I'm going to boot up my game, the Pokemon Violet game, into the title screen. Once I am at the title screen, I'm just going to stop the emulation from there. And also, I'm just going to blur the screen from here on out so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strike to my channel. And again, please do understand. So I'm in the title screen now, and I'm just going to stop the emulation here. So as you can see, the game is working, and that as long as you follow all the steps that I've shown you in this video tutorial, you're guaranteed to be able to get all of these files, be able to install Ryujinx, and be able to play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the Teal Mask DLC update into your PC with no issues at all. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the Teal Mask DLC update to your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer all of them. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and goodbye for now.